Welcome back to the Vans World Cup of Surfing. We're here at Sunset Beach, and during that break we saw the biggest set of the day come through. The swell continues to grow in the water. Alex Ribeiro, Peterson, Crisanto, Brett Simpson, and Jordy Collins.
So again, having to go all the way to the finals in order to turn it.
Jordy Collins up and riding. Warbly section there. You can see the mishmash of a lineup here after a giant set just back then in Sugarcane. Alex Ribeiro. Nice snap off the top for Ribeiro. And he kicks out.
No, and the reason why I say that, get back to that in a sec.
Yeah, Brett Simpson finds a wave he can get a turn on. So looking bright. If he can get back up in the lip one more time, he just kind of eases through that, but that's going to be a nice start for Brett Simpson. Peterson, Crisanto. Just a couple of snaps. We caught up on what happened before that.
Depends on what you're most comfortable. I think everyone has a little bit different strengths. Look at Crisanto on that first turn. This wave shuts down pretty quickly, so not going to be a great score for Peterson. Nice late critical drop from Brett Simpson, though. Again, you talk about those bigger waves. We're going to see a lot of this where surfers are going to have to surf through the foam. Whereas Alex Ribeiro now on the backhand. Just the one.
We keep on talking about this qualification scenario at the Vans World Cup of Surfing. Whitewater rolling for Brett Simpson, and that late rolling doesn't give him any opportunity. Oftentimes really hard to catch. Here we go. This is Jordy Collins, and you can see the warble through there. He's just hanging on to a bucking bronco here. See if he can get a turn in. Just one right there in the channel. Jordy Collins, but you know what? That's going to be a score. Alex Ribeiro unable. Again,
mid-sized set waves rather than sitting out the back, which puts you in a tough situation to try and find those bigger set waves.
Peterson, Crisanto finds a medium-sized one so he can get a couple of turns in. Peterson, little cut back and kicks out. It's got a 1.93.
You'll see sometimes that extra water, it needs to settle in. So you actually see a swell settle in. As we watch the replay here, Peterson, Crisanto, another kind of lower than average wave here. It is difficult, and it's not, again, when you...
And I said west, and you said north, northwest.
This is true, right? I showed you.
Jordy Collins up, riding, and just a closeout for Collins.
Why not? A guy like Josh Kerr and all the experience he carries, I'd listen.
Alex Ribeiro winding up off the bottom. Nice snap there for Ribeiro. You can see a little warble in the wave, but he handles it nicely. And Ribeiro kicking out. Steep drop. Brett Simpson, can he find some open face? He's going to have to do some work here, and just caught behind in a whitewater. You can see a little frustration by Simpson. That's going to eat up some time, and that's going to eat up some energy as he gets plowed through on that whitewater.
Yeah, there's another reading that's going to post here any minute, which may even be more west. So definitely more west direction, which again changes the conditions. Now focuses on that outside section on the big bowl of the main peak of Sunset Beach as we watch Alex Ribeiro pick up another mid-range score. He's the only one that's busted the 3-point mark, and he is out front because of it.
Nice water angle here, but you can see the lump, bump, reverb, and bounce out there because of this incoming swell just overwhelming the lineup.
Well, and I think, too, as you'd say that there is some remnants left from the first pulse, that north angle, and that was what was affecting that buoy a little bit, and then all of a sudden you've got this new swell overrunning it, and so you'll have two swells kind of in the water, which, again, confuses the lineup. Makes it a little bit more challenging to read, and you can see there's some bump, and the wind strengthening by a long shot. You see he looks up at it. You better watch out.
It's west swells, Pete. Could be good things.
Clean. We love it.
Yeah. Jordy Collins, he did a board switch. Let's see how this new board reacts for him. Nice off the bottom, nice off the top. Comes off the bottom again, and another hook off the top.
Much smoother. You can see that little extra length in surfboard smooths out everything.
Exactly. Longer rail line, right?
Longer rail line. extra paddle. See, he's got that extra, and it smooths it all out. So take a look at the replay here. Drives off the bottom, nice carve. That's that flow, you know, and that's part of the criteria. So a good adjustment here from Jordy Collins to see if it can keep him or put him into that second place position.
Peterson looking for the roll in, and he gets it. Big wave for Crisanto. Gets off the bottom. You can see him struggling and ejects up the back, tries to stay out of harm's way.
A surfer might try and, you know, someone, I mean, this is the first wave of the set, so look at all the wind affecting the wave face. You know, and again, it looks much cleaner on the camera than it does when you're actually riding the wave. I mean, you paddle into that wave, you got to clear your eyes as he pushes the eject button. Smart move, I think, in retrospect, because rather than going straightening out, you're committing to that inside. You're going to take a much longer paddle. It almost saves you a minute by doing that kick out.
Weighs.
Let's get back to that.
62 pounds. Here we go. Brett Simpson. Smooth bottom turn and nice arc off the top for Brett.
This is his expertise as a professional surfer. Right. Understanding the numbers, that it doesn't need a lot. And just a nice smooth arc could get him enough. You know, he sits in that fourth position, just needs the 2.25.
Jordy Collins gets through that, little awkward, but still maintains or regains control through the end of that maneuver. Jordy Collins, let's see what's his low. He's going to get rid of that 1.77, I believe, so it's going to better his standing. Alex Ribeiro, our heat leader in the red jersey. Ribeiro finds some clean face out there and executes a nice top turn. Off the bottom again, and another snap under the lip for Ribeiro, building up some great momentum and pace down the line, gets a third turn in there. So that was a little diamond in the rough for Alex Ribeiro. He's going to snap his fingers on as he hits the channel, Peter.
In transition, we'll take a look first at Alex Ribeiro here. Executes combination of major moves. You know, 3 nice big backside hooks. Most likely the best wave of this heat. And he'll solidify that #1 position. Take a look once again. This one gave him some opportunity. You know, moved through that deep water section off the top of the point into the channel. Gave him some steep face. He's able to execute 3 solid moves.
Back to live action. Peterson Crisanto off the bottom. Big wave looking for the barrel. Crisanto pulls in. Oh!
Little too casual.
That's what you get. Here we go in the replay.
And again, it's just, you know, when you extend yourself, what it does is you don't have the shock absorbers. So, of course, what happens when the bottom drops out? Yeah, you lose your footing. And you go down quickly. And I'm sure he got some beatings right after that face plant. Again, look how casual it is. It's nice to do that casual look. He's there, he thinks it's done, and oops. Look, he moves up, straightens the legs, and then that, see how the tippy toes, and then goes to the inside rail, and straight over the falls for a ride. Could have been.
But you know who makes the heat and bumped Jordy Collins out of second place? Brett Simpson. You said that he was surfing smart out there. He got a 3.33 on his last wave. So Alex Ribeiro and Brett Simpson move on. We're going to be back with more surfing from Sunset. For the call, we'll bring in Strider Wazalewski as well as Chris Cote.